Never manage your roofing income like this. I see way too many roofers making the same deadly mistake that almost killed my career 3 years ago. They get a big commission check, feel rich for 2 weeks, then panic when the next month brings nothing but crickets. Sound familiar? What's up, Roof Money Pros? Mike here with Roof Money Pro, and my mission is to help roofing professionals like you maximize your careers and build wealth. Today, I'm sharing a simple system that can change your financial life. Picture this. You close 3 massive jobs the first couple weeks of January. We're talking $47,000 in contract revenue. You feel like the king of the world. You buy your wife that expensive purse she wanted, take the family to Disney World, and upgrade the truck. Then February hits. 0 sales. March, the needle is moving, but not by much. By April, you're borrowing money from your brother-in-law just to keep the lights on. Let's avoid that rock bottom moment from ever happening in the first place. I discovered what I call the 3-account system, and it literally was how I built wealth during my roofing career. In the last 4 years, I've never had another panic attack about money, even during the slowest months. My wife actually sleeps peacefully now instead of staying up worrying about bills. Today, I'm giving you powerful tips that can help you finally take control of your variable income. But first, let me ask you something. When was the last time you felt truly confident about your finances in roofing? Look, roofing income is brutal. 1 month you're depositing $15,000, the next month you're scraping together $800. Traditional budgeting advice doesn't work for us. Those personal finance gurus with their neat little spreadsheets have never dealt with storm seasons, insurance adjusters, or homeowners who change their minds at the last second. I've talked to my fair share of roofers over the years, and here's what I keep hearing. I make good money, but I'm always stressed about it. Does that hit home? Because it should. A study by the National Association of Home Builders found that 68% of construction professionals experience financial anxiety despite earning above average incomes. The traditional approach is backwards for people like us. Most financial advice tells you to budget based on your lowest month. So if your worst month was $2,000, you're supposed to live like you only make $24,000 a year? That's insane when you're actually bringing in $80,000 or more annually. Here's the truth they don't want you to know. You don't need to live like you're broke just because your income varies. You need a system that works with the ups and downs, not against them. Before I show you the solution, you need to understand why so many roofers stay broke. It's not because we don't make enough money. Hell, I know guys pulling in 6 figures who are still living paycheck to paycheck. The real problem is what I call feast or famine thinking. Big month comes in, we spend like it's going to last forever. A lean month hits, we panic and make desperate decisions. This roller coaster is exhausting. Think about it this way. Let's say you make $80,000 a year, but it comes in chunks. Maybe $20,000 in March after storm season, $15,000 in July, then $3,000 in December when nobody wants to think about their roof. Your brain treats every month like it's separate, but your bills don't care about your sales cycle. Most roofers handle this in 1 of 3 terrible ways. First, they blow the good months and suffer through the bad ones. Second, they try to save everything and live like monks even when money's flowing. Third, they use credit cards to smooth things out and end up drowning in debt. All 3 approaches suck because they're fighting against human nature instead of working with it. That's where a 3-account system changes everything. Here's how it works. Instead of 1 checking account where all your money gets mixed together like a financial soup, you split everything into 3 specific accounts with 3 specific purposes. Account number 1 is your living needs account. This gets exactly what you need to cover your monthly expenses. Rent, utilities, groceries, gas, insurance. Nothing more, nothing less. For most roofers, this is somewhere between $4,000 and $7,000 depending on your lifestyle and family situation. By the way, if you want to make this easier, I've got a wealth tracker spreadsheet that does all the math for you. Just plug in your bare bones budget numbers and it automatically calculates your savings targets based on 3, 6, and 12 months reserves. You can grab it for free at roofmoneypro.com or hit the link in the description. It takes all the guesswork out of figuring out exactly how much you need to save. Now, account number 2 is your lifestyle wants account. This is for the fun stuff. Vacations, entertainment, that new fishing boat you've been eyeing. This account gets a percentage of every check, not a fixed amount. Good month, more fun money. Slow month, less fun money. But you never touch the living account to fund your lifestyle account. Account number 3 is your financial freedom account. This is your emergency fund, your peace of mind, your sleep well at night money. This could also be money to throw at debt or investment holdings. This also gets a percentage of every check, and it never gets touched unless there's a real emergency. Not, I really want to take that trip emergency, but the truck broke down and I need to work so I can work emergency. The magic happens in how you fund these accounts. This isn't traditional budgeting where you track every penny. This is what we call reverse budgeting. You decide how much goes where based on percentages. Then you spend what's in each account without guilt. Now you're probably wondering about the exact breakdown. Here's what works for most roofers, but remember, you can adjust these based on your situation. Living account always gets funded first. Calculate your monthly expenses, not what you think they are, but what they actually are. Look at 3 months of bank statements if you need to. Add 10% buffer on top of that number. That's your living account target. Here's where it gets interesting. Every dollar above that living account amount gets split between your other 2 accounts. I recommend going all in on funding your cash reserves first when you're starting out. Once your freedom account has 6 months of living account expenses saved up, you can then apply those percentages to other things like remaining debt or investments. Now let me give you a real example. Say your monthly expenses are $5,000, so your living account needs $5,500 including the buffer. You have a $12,000 month, so after funding the living account, you have $6,500 left. $3,900 goes to lifestyle, $2,600 goes to freedom. Next month, you only make $6,000. Your living account still gets its $5,500, and the remaining $500 gets split the same way. $300 to lifestyle, $200 to freedom. See how this works? You're never panicking about bills because the living account is always funded first. Here's why this system works when everything else fails. It matches how our brains actually work instead of fighting against human nature. First, it removes decision fatigue. When you get paid, you don't have to think about where the money goes. The percentages are already decided. You just follow the system. No more 2 a.m. anxiety sessions wondering if you can afford something. Second, it gives you permission to spend. That lifestyle money? Blow it, enjoy it. It's there for that purpose. And your freedom account is still protected. Most roofers never let themselves enjoy their success because they're always worried about the next slow period. This system fixes that. Third, it builds confidence through consistency. Even in your worst months, you're still adding something to your lifestyle and freedom accounts. Over time, this builds unshakable confidence because you know you can weather any storm. There's actually science behind this. A study from Duke University found that people who automate their financial decisions report 40% less financial stress than those who make decisions case by case. The 3-account system is basically automated decision-making for variable income. Plus, you can adapt this to any percentage-based system you want and add as many accounts as you wish. I go into more detailed strategies in my upcoming Feast Masterclass that will be rolled out soon. It's an in-depth cash flow management system I designed during my time in roofing sales, and it's what allowed me to be a consistent multi-million-dollar producer and triple my net worth. Become a free member of roofmoneypro.com today, and you'll be the first to get access to the course when it becomes available. Now let me save you some heartache by sharing the biggest mistakes I see roofers make when they start this system. Mistake number 1. They don't calculate their living account expenses accurately. They guess instead of looking at real numbers. Spend 1 hour going through your bank statements and actually write these numbers down. Every subscription, every bill, every regular expense. Don't wing this part. Mistake number 2, they raid their freedom account for non-emergencies. New tools or that supposed once-in-a-lifetime deal are not emergencies. A better truck is not an emergency. Your kids' baseball cleats are not an emergency. That money stays put until you have a real crisis. Mistake number 3, they feel guilty about the lifestyle account. Look, you work hard in a dangerous job. You deserve to enjoy some of your success. If that account says you can afford a weekend fishing trip, take the damn trip. Mistake number 4, they try to complicate it. This system works because it's simple. Don't add a million accounts. Don't create complex subcategories. Don't track every penny. Simple beats perfect every single time. The biggest mistake though? Not starting at all. People who say they'll implement this when they have more money are like the ones who say they'll start working out when they're already in shape. Start with whatever you have, even if it's just $100. And here's what I want you to understand. Your variable income isn't a curse. It's actually an advantage if you know how to manage it. Most people with steady jobs can't save $20,000 in a single month even if they wanted to. You can. The 3-account system gives you the framework to turn that advantage into long-term wealth. Instead of riding the income roller coaster, you become the one controlling the ride. This system has helped roofers buy houses, start their own companies, send kids to college, and retire early. Not because they made more money, but because they managed what they made better. Think about where you want to be financially 5 years from now. Do you still want to be stressed about money every month? Still borrowing from family when work slows down? Still lying awake at night wondering how you'll pay bills? Or do you want to be the roofer who's calm during slow periods because you know you're covered? The one who can take calculated risks because you have a foundation? The one whose family doesn't worry when you mention the forecast looks quiet? What I've shared today is just a brief snapshot of the overall foundation. The complete feast system I've developed includes advanced strategies for sales forecasting, expense tracking, income allocation strategies, and efficient routines to manage it all that are specific to roofing professionals. I'm here to help roofers implement not just the basic 3-account system, but the entire financial framework that turns variable income into predictable wealth. I don't want you to just be surviving your income swings anymore. I want you to be using them to build serious money. The complete system includes the exact account setup process, the psychology tools to stick with it during tough months, and the advanced strategies for scaling up as your income grows. Plus, you get access to our private community of roofers who are all implementing the same system. Guys who understand exactly what you're going through. If you're tired of the financial stress that comes with roofing, if you want to finally take control of your money instead of letting it control you, then you need to see the complete system. Don't wait until next month or next season. Every month you delay is another month of stress you don't need to experience. Your family deserves better, and frankly, so do you. The system that saved my roofing career can save yours too, but only if you actually implement it. The choice is yours. Keep riding the roller coaster or take control of the ride. And be sure to hit that subscribe button if this helped you see your finances differently and you want more weekly insights tailored to the roofing community. See you in the next video.